Welcome back to another episode of Against the Call. It is episode 31. This is Against the Call of OuttaPocket Sports. Make sure you guys go follow Against the Call on all socials. Link will be in the description. But we have a great show for you today. We're going to have the pregame, followed by Let's Talk Ball, March Madness updates, Around the League NFL, Mount Rushmore, most surprising free agent signings in NFL history, Start Bench Cut, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell, along with Darren Waller, George Kittle, Mark Andrews. After that, we're going to have a Fight Club UFC 286 recap, Around the League, World Baseball Classic, Sport of Tomorrow, Wife Carrying, NBA Games of the Week, the Countdown with the best pregame outfits in the NBA of all time, Draft Day, and end it off the postgame. So we're going to get right into the pregame. Again, this is OuttaPocket. This is Against the Call of OuttaPocket Sports. Make sure to follow all socials of Against the Call. Link will be in the description. And make sure to spread the word to your friends and help us reach 500 followers on Instagram. We're so close. We're like 470 something now.
Yeah. And on top of that, we finally hit over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
110 now.
Yeah, 112.
112?
Yeah, 112. Yeah. Thank you to all those people that responded to my DMs, and to those of you who didn't but still listen. Screw you.
Anyways, help us get those followers up along with TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, etc.
Actually, no, not Twitter, because we're banned on Twitter. So
Still waiting on that appeal.
Like Steve Jobs or whoever the frick
Steve
owns
Jobs.
who owns
Elon
Twitter.
Musk.
All right, Elon Musk, bro.
Steve Jobs.
What are you doing, dude? Like, why
tweeted
why
at
did
him.
you ban us? Like, why did you ban us, bro?
What'd we do? We ain't do shit.
For real.
Yeah, and it doesn't tell us what we did.
Exactly.
either.
Like,
I tweeted at him. I said, unban ATC.
yeah, and I called him a bitch. So I don't know if that maybe start.
That's probably what got his
Probably.
ban.
I don't know.
Yeah, he definitely saw that one.
Yeah.
He definitely saw that one.
He definitely did.
But anyway, we're
All
going
right.
to get right into our first segment, which I'm going to let Nick carry it away. Let's talk ball, March Madness.
Oh man, okay. So if you guys don't know, March Madness is the best time of the year because you sit on your couch and do absolutely nothing, and that's exactly what I did. 4 days went by, and I don't know where they went. And now it's Monday, and then I'm just sitting there like, geez, bro, where did the time go? I have no clue where it went. You're waking up, around like 10 every morning. And for me, at least, I wake up late, obviously. So I wake up at like 10 on these days. Then there's a game at like 12:10. And the first round, around of 64, there's games like all the time, back to back to back to back to back. And then round of 32 is almost the same way, but there are some cuts in between for round of 32. But there was. It was a great March Madness. I think that this is probably by far my favorite March Madness that I've ever watched because of the sole fact that Tennessee played Duke in Orlando. I don't think it gets more Nick than that. And I don't know. There was a lot that happened. So I think the biggest thing to talk about is this is the second time in history it ever happened. The 16 seed upsets a 1 seed. Obviously, you got the first one, UMBC, in 2018 against Virginia, which is a really big one. And just like UMBC, both 16 seeds have made it out of the March Madness round of 32. There's yet to be a single 16 seed make it to the Sweet 16. And FDU was very close to doing it. They were close to beating FAU in last night's match, but they just weren't able to do it. Another thing with that is FDU is the shortest team in the entire March Madness bracket to make it, and Purdue was the tallest, and they still lost. And then on top of that, the FDU story is just incredible. The coach there, he took a team that had 4 wins the last season, made it to March Madness. That team, 4 wins the season before. And the thing is he wasn't even supposed to go to March Madness. There was another team that won the conference, and apparently something happened where they were ineligible to go to the conference, so FDU had to go. And so FDU makes it, and they shocked the entire world. And a lot of people were clowning the coach at the beginning because he had that quote at the beginning where he was like, I've been watching a lot of Purdue. I think we can beat them. And he said, I hope Purdue hears this. I hope Purdue hears this. I think we can beat them. They go out there, they beat them. Comes one of the hardest quotes of all time. And that coach has become a national treasure at this point. He's awesome to watch and everything like that. But, geez, I mean, so me and Riley, we did our March Madness brackets.
Mm-hmm.
And
how'd that go?
I mean, obviously it's March Madness, so neither of ours panned out that well. I will tell you that out of me, Riley, and Presley, both people from Riled Up Podcast, we had our own March Madness groups on the March Madness Live app, and I am in the lead right now with the most points, which means I guessed most of the games right.
Yeah.
So that's obviously something I'm looking forward to. I keep checking out on that, but there have been a lot of games where I was just screw this bracket. I want this team to lose. I don't like this team. Screw this bracket entirely. Because my bracket was busted the second game that was played. So, I don't know. A lot happened in March Madness.
Yeah, and I also heard something about that FDU team. Their band was on spring break. So they had a fly.
No, actually, no.
They weren't?
They don't have a ban.
Really?
They had to get Dayton's ban, Dayton, Ohio's band to play, and Dayton's band was on spring break. So half of them came for the one game, and then the band director ended up getting most of them to come the next.
And they sat them like right, like and on the court side, right?
Yeah, well, that's where all bands.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought they sit in like the back, like how they do with football.
No,
okay.
No, they sit right up near the where the
Yeah,
goals
but I thought that
are.
was
Where
a
the
cool
cheerleaders
story,
are.
though. Really just shows like how small that school was.
Yeah, it really does.
But-
So in other upsets, Arizona, who I had going all the way to the championship, and I know most of America did, about 50% of brackets did, lost to Princeton, lost to the smart kids, revenge of the nerds, I guess you could say.
Revenge of the nerds.
And you've probably already seen like all the videos. Princeton was not celebrating going to the Sweet 16, by the way. 15 seed is in the Sweet 16 again.
Get ready for their midterms, bro. Like,
I guess, yeah.
I saw like a little video of like it showed Princeton's campus, like Princeton after making the Sweet 16. Noah was like they're studying everywhere.
Yeah, I don't even think that they know that they made the Sweet 16. In my opinion,
how does their team look?
Their team is very solid. It's very good.
Okay.
They took down Arizona, who was favored to win the whole damn thing.
Right.
And then on top of that, they beat Missouri by like 10 points. Battle of the Tigers there. I mean, I didn't see Missouri going far in this tournament, but I did see them go in the second round, and they failed against Princeton.
15 seed, right?
15 seed, yeah.
Okay.
Another 15 seed to make the Sweet 16 after last year. St. Peter's made it. So that's pretty big for upsets. A lot of upsets I picked did not happen. The other upsets did. I mean, I did pick Charleston to upset SDSU, and they were very close. I think it was like a 6-point game. That was close to happening. But a few of my other upsets, I mean, I don't have my bracket with me right now, but that doesn't mean much. I did pick Creighton to beat Baylor. That happened last night. Pretty big game. And the Sweet 16 is shaping up to be a very, very solid one. Tennessee is going to be playing FAU. Finally got a Tennessee basketball jersey. If you're watching on the YouTube, you can see it. It's pretty fire. And Tennessee did end up beating Duke. That was a hard game for me, but I did say on the podcast I would be rooting for Tennessee all the way. And they pulled it out. And I have never in my life been more happy to say Tennessee proved me wrong. Tennessee has proved me wrong both times on the podcast. I said they lose to Clemson. I said they lose to Duke. And they proved me wrong, and I couldn't be more happy about that. But the thing is, everybody wants to see Duke lose, except for me, it feels like. But Duke handled it very well. They were very respectful. The thing is, Tennessee had more to lose than Duke did. Because at the end of the day, Duke just won their ACC championship. They have a very young coach. This is his first year there. And the fact that he already got them into the round of 32 in an ACC championship his first year is incredible. Rick Barnes, head coach of Tennessee, is on the hot seat. So for him to get that win, it was way bigger. And there's a false narrative going around that Tennessee was so physical and all this stuff. First off, a lot of the hits that happened in the game, these have happened every March Madness game. Everyone is flopping to get the call. That's not something I complain about, like, oh, that's stupid. It's a part of the game now. Everybody's going out to get the flop and to get the call on them. And at the end of the day, with Tennessee being so physical, I mean, I like Duke, obviously. And I know that Duke has had very physical teams. Grayson Allen, number 1, just to throw that out there. Boy, was he just a bully. On top of that, Christian Laettner, who everybody hates from Duke, he stepped on the Kentucky player's chest during a game. I guess that's not being physical. And on top of that, you got JJ Redick, who is probably one of the most hated white guys at Duke, for being a bully that he was. I mean, that's just a part of the game. And then on top of that, Tennessee has been playing this physical all year. And then whenever it comes to the Duke game where it's on national television for everybody to see, and also the refs are calling everything. So I don't know why some people said the refs were in their bag or whatever. But then you see that, and then you come out and you win by like what? It was like 12 or 14 points. It's insane for Tennessee. I mean, this is another year too. No blue bloods other than UCLA are in the Sweet 16. No Kansas. Kansas lost to Arkansas.
No Kentucky.
In a huge game. No Kentucky. Lost to Kansas State. Thank God. That's awesome. No Duke and no North Carolina, which also I think I may have mentioned it, but North Carolina, talk about a downfall. They were number 1 AP poll team in the entire nation for preseason. So they were number 1 going into the season, and they don't even make the NIT tournament.
Wow.
They would have made the NIT tournament, but the coach denied going to the tournament because that is kind of embarrassing if with a blue blood team like that to go. So I think he made the right choice there. But geez, man, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things. I mean, obviously, I don't know how much you guys watched.
I was on a cruise, so I barely really watch any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched here and there. I mean,
What were some of the games you watched?
I watched that FDU game, second half, and then watched the first half
Against Purdue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also the second, but I think with the, with the tournament going on, I'm probably gonna watch more. But
there's less to watch.
I had other stuff to watch, so.
Yeah, I mean,
World Baseball Classic was also one. That's more of me, John's thing.
Yeah. So
I just don't understand how you can.
I mean, because March Madness happens every year, and World Baseball Classic happens every 4 years. So it's kind of like, I mean, I get it for you because you're not a big baseball fan.
I mean, I still watch the World Baseball.
Yeah,
Classic.
I know, but like
because it didn't come on until late. March Madness happens all through the day.
Yeah. So and I watched March Madness.
Not much of an
time.
excuse there.
No. I was on the beach watching the game. I forgot who it was, but I was watching like a few games, just chilling on the beach. So.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, Mike was on a cruise. He was cruising. I guess you couldn't watch much March Madness, but now that the 16 is coming up, it's going to be this Thursday and Friday, and then on top of that, the Elite 8 will be happening this weekend. So you guys can definitely tune into that.
Where's the final going to be at?
The final is going to be in Houston.
Houston? Okay.
Yeah, wherever the Final Four is at is where the final happens.
Wait, aren't they doing it? No, that's Dallas. Never mind.
What, for the women's? The women's is in Dallas.
How was your women's bracket?
Honestly, I was good. Like, I can't lie. I had like maybe 5 games not work out of all of them. Like, it's actually incredible because I think one of my reasons was, I think FGU is going to win because they have hot girls. They won. And then I had like, I think Princeton is going to win this game in the women's bracket because they're smart. And then they won. And then, I don't know. There was a bunch of games I had called just for stupid reasons that actually worked out. A lot of games I had stupid reasons for didn't work out. But I think I could have been a little bit smarter with my women's bracket. But I don't know. It still worked out for me in the long run. My men's bracket, I just wanted to. I usually do it on paper because I don't know. I like it on paper. I still do it on the app. But I just wanted to tear my paper up, dude. Like, I was at the point where just almost every game I picked just wasn't working out. And also big day for bettors too, especially with like sports betting for March Madness. I definitely know that when it's like legal in Florida, that's something that people got to look into because honestly the thing was if you bet on every upset to happen, if you put $100 on every upset to happen in the first round of March Madness, I think first and second round of March Madness, you'd be up $900 right now. Just by betting on every upset. Yeah. So, I mean.
Like, that's including like all the hundreds that you lost?
Yeah, you'd be up $970.
Because wasn't there a lot more upsets than like. Oh, never mind.
Nah, it was basically the same amount of upsets. But the FDU upset really put the money up.
Oh, hell yeah.
And especially Princeton, too.
How many people actually bet FDU?
Dave Portnoy did.
El Prez.
A lot of people just bet for the hell of it. Like, a lot of people just put like, I don't know, like $50 on it. Then it actually works out and you win like $2,000 or whatever. I don't know the odds exactly, but things like that happen all the time.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. And then also the guy for BR betting, Faded Greg. I think I may have sent some of you guys out.
You did.
Bro, Faded Greg was going off and he's still going strong. 4-0. Every time he has a feeling somebody's gonna win, he picks the opposite and it has worked. every time. Which reminds me, that Memphis FAU game was incredible. I think Memphis got totally robbed of that game. While he was on the ground, he was definitely calling a timeout. All of his teammates were calling a timeout, and then it did not work out. I don't know. I could go through every game that happened, but you guys haven't watched, so I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. They're just looking at me, just smiling and trying to pity laugh. So let's move on to the next segment.
I'm listening. I have to get caught up. I have to get caught up here.
There's a lot of catching up to do. Man, what's the next segment? Around the league, NFL.
Let's talk about something we all know that a lot has happened is NFL free agency. A lot has been going on. Let's just start with the biggest thing that happened. Juju to the Patriots. That's like the biggest thing, right?
Bill Belichick. I love that meme of Bill Belichick wearing the ripped up shirt. I still forgot how that happened, but he's wearing the ripped up shirt. He looks dirty.
Was that his like lucky shirt?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was
like
his
that,
lucky shirt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just looks he looks homeless, and it's just like Bill Belichick having to deal with Juju on the team. I forgot Mac Jones.
So,
and
it
Gesicki.
was his choice to get Juju. So
does this mean
Patriots to the Super Bowl?
Are you gonna get D-Hop now?
I hope, dude. They're still looking. He's not wide receiver 1 material.
I know.
He's like wide receiver 2.
D-Hop will not go to the Patriots, no matter what. Especially after signing Juju, I don't think that they're gonna be going after D-Hop now. They
still are. They're still trying to get D-Hop.
They're not gonna get him.
Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. They're still in the free agent market for trades. Not Odell, unfortunately.
I mean, Michael's sitting around waiting for a big trade to happen for the Patriots, and then they get Juju. And then Gesicki.
I didn't even think they would. I thought they were going to re-sign Jacoby Myers, and that's it.
So with this team, of course more moves could happen now, but with this team right now, what do you think the Patriots will be at the end of the season?
Third or second in the division.
Okay. Do you see them sneaking into a wildcard spot?
I can see them doing that.
Okay.
What if the Jets? Well, the Jets basically already have Aaron Rodgers.
Not yet.
It's in the bag, though.
I know, but a trade has to happen, right?
It still has to happen, but let's fully assume, 99% assume that Rodgers goes to the Jets. You're still saying the Patriots make second or third in the division.
I do. Go Pats.
Okay. I also got to say the Jets will jet.
Yeah, but
I just had to throw it out there. The Jets will jet. Maybe this will be a bright spark for the Jets, and maybe we'll see.
Aaron Rodgers is still a good quarterback, and then on top of that, the Jets' defense is still going to be very, very good.
But at the end of the day, the Jets will jet.
I mean,
you can't just say that though.
The Packers had a good defense as well, just as good. Well, not just as good, but they had a great defense. They had Alan Lazard. Oh no, the Jets got Alan Lazard. Woo!
They still have Garrett Wilson.
He's good too, but
Garrett Wilson is better than Alan Lazard.
I know, but first of all, I don't know why they signed him for too much money. Alan Lazard was not worth that money. That's just one thing.
They had to get all the free agents Aaron Rodgers wanted.
I don't think they're going to get Odell.
Odell? I mean, I
don't think they're going to get Odell.
I doubt it. I don't know where Odell's going to go.
Cowboys?
But at the end of the day, I mean, Aaron Jones is still probably top 10 running back in the league. But Breece Hall was looking like he could be the number 1 running back in the league as a rookie, and then he got injured. So you're going to have Breece Hall with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I see Patriots, I see them going third or fourth. Now, I want to say second or third. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm literally putting third or fourth because maybe they switch with the Jets. I still think Dolphins are going to be second.
Give me second. I'm standing by that.
The Jags are winning the AFC, so it doesn't matter, bro. So straight, you know.
Anyways, we'll talk about other big ones. Derek Carr, we already talked about that before, is the Saints. And then there's Jimmy Garoppolo to the Raiders. They got their quarterback. Yikes. Not the quarterback Adams wanted, but he's still a solid quarterback.
He's sure. Like, if you look at his stats, like on paper, he is very, very solid. Like,
I know. I'm a big Jimmy Garoppolo.
On top of that, he's reuniting with McDaniels.
Yeah, he's reuniting with McDaniels, which is good. Also, the Bucks get Baker Mayfield.
I'm happy.
Yeah, how do y'all feel about that?
We're going to the freaking bowl, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, seriously, how do you feel about that?
I like it. I think
Yeah,
it's a good signing.
I did too. Like my dad and my uncle didn't really like it. I saw it because all I got was notifications. I couldn't like click on anything. I just saw Baker Mayfield to BUC, so I was like, okay, he's going to the Bucks, and I was like, that's a great signing.
Yeah,
like he's
and
a very solid.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're good. He's just a very solid quarterback that can make a playoff with the bad team.
The thing is with Baker, like you just said, he made the playoffs with the Browns, and I think that year they won the playoff game. Injured too, yeah, exactly. And the Browns, who hadn't been in the playoffs like until 20 years until Baker came, and then the next year or 2 years after, I forgot. I think it was 2 years after they get rid of him, which I never understood. And then he goes to the Panthers. Obviously, he's gonna do shit on that Panthers team. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, you can't hold him to that. And then he comes out, he wins that crazy Thursday night game with the Rams, showing that. I mean, the Baker does have his cycle. Be the underdog mentality, go out there, win a good game, then do shit again.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I mean, the Bucks team, and then they also signed back Levante David.
Yep, that was a good move as well.
So the Bucks team, this could be very, very solid.
And I do gotta say, like, I see a lot of people dogging on Baker, and I mean, I'm 50-50 about it. I do think he could turn it around. I do think we're gonna see a bounce back season from him. Worst case scenario, man, we're just gonna tank. But
I don't think y'all tank.
I know. But I still think it's Bucks division to lose. I mean, I know the Saints got Derek Carr, but
I would say
the
it's the
long
Saints
run,
division to lose.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. It's gonna come down to the Saints and Bucks, unless if Atlanta gets Lamar, which I saw
that's
that
not gonna happen anymore. I think they stopped talking trades with them.
I don't know,
Here,
but I mean.
To make this a little easier, we're gonna go so we don't go all over the place. I have the running. We'll just go by position.
Okay.
So we'll start with running back. Right now, the biggest running backs there was Miles Sanders. He went to the Carolina Panthers. Not a bad pickup at all.
Oh yeah, very good.
Solid pickup. Bad loss for the Eagles, but not really because they have Jalen Hurts, who's basically their running back. David Montgomery went to the Lions.
He's still good.
Yeah,
David Montgomery's still a good.
Yeah, he's still solid running back too for DeAndre Swift because they didn't get Jamal Williams back, who went to the Saints.
Yeah, super good for the Saints.
Especially if Alvin Kamara's out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a very good
And then
pickup.
with Alvin Kamara, that's a good 1-2 punch right there.
That's a great 1-2 punch. Like Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift was good, and then Alvin Kamara is even a step up from DeAndre Swift.
Yes.
And then the last one is James Robinson, who's not the biggest running back, but I think he's pretty good. And he went to the Patriots. Will be our running back too. Obviously, with behind Ramondre Stevenson, but after that, we'll go to wide receivers, and obviously this wasn't a good wide receiver free agency class this year.
I mean, Jacoby Myers to the Raiders.
Myers to the Raiders was big.
He already played a game for the Raiders last season, so I'm just glad to see that he's coming around to it.
That was a good one.
It's true.
Or he was helping them he was just helping them, dog. And then Alan Lazard obviously to the Jets. Adam Thielen to the Panthers.
Yeah, somebody got to be the white guy for the Panthers,
bro. Right when he was released, yeah, I want to go to a contending team with a good quarterback. Goes to the Panthers.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, baby.
No, not Sam Darnold's not on the team.
Oh wait,
anymore.
no, Sam Darnold got traded.
It's PJ Walker.
No, PJ Walker got traded too.
Oh,
I don't think they have a quarterback. Period.
I really don't know who it is.
I swear they have.
PJ Walker got traded to the Bears.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now. Who is their quarterback? Damn.
Practice squad guy.
I mean, there's that one. I can't remember his name.
Well, anyways, the point is he's not getting that quarterback. They're probably going draft for quarterback.
Oh yeah, I think they're all putting all the cards on C.J. Stroud. They have the number one pick, so it's either going to be C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, or
maybe Anthony Richardson.
John.
See if they want that old Cam Newton style quarterback.
Yeah.
But also Robert Woods to Houston, not a bad pickup, only $15 million for 2 years. It's a pretty solid pickup for them.
Mm-hmm.
Darius Slayton staying with the Giants on a $12 million deal for 2 years. Also very good pickup for them. It's pretty cheap for a solid wide receiver. But that's pretty much it for
I'm not seeing it on this list. Maybe it scrolled down a little bit more. But Brandon Cooks to the
Cowboys.
Yeah,
that was a trade. I forgot. He got traded to the Cowboys. That's good. That means they're probably out on DeAndre Hopkins now. They're not gonna, since they got their star wide receiver. But that's a great. Cowboys have been making some moves. Speaking of Cowboys, releasing Zeke.
Yeah.
Where do y'all think Zeke's gonna go?
There's talks of him going to Tampa. Yeah.
Really?
So.
I actually haven't.
I didn't know either. I was just throwing that out there.
No,
really?
there's talks of him joining the Bucs.
That'd be awesome. I think he'd fit right in.
Good vet. Fit in.
I think he's still a solid running back.
He is.
He was just on the Cowboys.
Exactly. Also, not only was he on the Cowboys, but Tony Pollard kind of just stole the show this season from Zeke. And the minutes and the plays that Zeke did play, I mean, he wasn't the best as he has been, but he still got you those points in fantasy.
Speaking of free agents, I saw AB and Ebor last night. I don't know if y'all saw the video, but
dude, he's on the same level as Colin Kaepernick. Neither of those guys are coming back in the league.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
I just thought it was funny just seeing him and Ebor just chilling, man.
Yeah,
but after that, we're gonna move on to tight ends. A few moves for tight end. Hayden Hurst leaving the Bengals, going to Carolina. Carolina's building that offense.
They are.
Hurst
is a good tight end.
He was very good last season.
Yeah,
he was a key reason the Bengals did so good. He was a good pickup for them. It's tough to see him leave.
Mm-hmm.
But behind that, Darren Waller traded to the Giants.
Really good for the Giants.
That's really good for the Giants.
And the Raiders got like absolutely nothing for it.
Literally nothing.
They got like 100th pick or something like that.
To replace him, they signed OJ Howard today.
Yeah, I did see that. OJ Howard is a really good pickup for them.
And what happened to OJ Howard, dude? It's like after that injury, he just fell off.
He went to Texas.
He went to Houston, and he didn't really play much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and you really just get lost in the sauce when you go to Houston, honestly. So,
but yeah, Darren Waller to the Giants still won't do shit. But and then there's Robert Tonyan to the Bears, Mike Gesicki to the Patriots, and there's also that's pretty much it. That's pretty much available players right now. Dalton Schultz is still available.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so same with Cameron Brate and Austin Hooper. 3 pretty solid tight ends. Dalton Schultz, a very solid tight end, only 26.
I won't be surprised if the Cowboys sign him back.
He's going to be wanting some money, though, I feel like. But
he
might take a pay cut because that team's like very solid right now.
Yeah.
But we'll get into – let's go to defense. Let's go secondaries. Let's see what's happened. Yesterday or today – the Lions, they signed God, it's just going through my head right now. What's his name? It was the Eagles cornerback. I just totally had a brain fart.
Darius Slay?
No. He re-signed.
Oh.
He signed CJ Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I was forgetting that. He just signed with the Lions on a 1-year deal for $8 million. He led the league in interceptions last season. And that's a great pickup because they needed a corner.
Yeah, that's kind of where the Lions were lacking last season, was defense, giving up the most points in the league.
Yeah.
But yeah, also Orlando Brown Jr.
Yeah, Orlando Brown.
You know, he gave up a lot of money, but he's signing with the Bengals.
That's a great move for the Bengals.
It is. Patriots didn't get him, so I just laughed whenever I saw they signed with the Bengals. And then
I honestly wasn't expecting them to sign him.
But yeah, and then on top of that, James Bradbury signing back with the Eagles.
Jesse Bates to the Falcons. Jay,
if you're listening,
if you're listening, there's a good signing. 4
Falcons
years,
guy.
$64 million though, pretty big. And then there's Von Bell to Carolina. Carolina's making a splash this offseason.
They're just looking to get that quarterback, and if the quarterback situation does not work out, they may be screwed though.
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah, and Byron Murphy to the Cardinals is the last pretty big one.
Mm-hmm.
And then last thing with free agency, if it loads, it's the linebackers. Pretty sure there are some moves in there as well. Oh, I saw what's his name? I just forgot. Never mind. But yeah, actually, that's pretty much it that's happened.
Yeah, this is pretty much all the big names. And like we said, just watch out for that Aaron Rodgers thing. We're probably going to be getting an alert any day now.
Any day, yeah. But Packers want something for him, and I don't think the Jets want to give a lot.
Then just retire and then come out of retirement.
Well, he's still on contract, even if
shit.
you retire.
Yeah.
Because if he comes
That's
back,
what Gronk did. He just
with
retired.
Gronk, he retired, and then he asked the Patriots to trade him, and they traded him. So like you're still on contract even when you retire. Until that contract's up, you can't like leave. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for Around the League NFL. If that's all you have to say.
Yeah.
The next segment we have today is Mount Rushmore, most surprising free agent signings in NFL history. Who wants to go? Do you all want me to go first?
I'll start it off.
You got it. All right.
Probably the first one, and this is all kind of just personal opinions for this one. Tom Brady with the Bucks, I think, was probably the biggest free agent signing in my time that I can like fully remember. Just because of how crazy it was to turn it on ESPN and get that alert, and then turn it on the like television, and then you just see the GOAT of like 6-time Super Bowl champion coming to Tampa Bay after you pretty much thought that he was either going to retire or spend one last season with the Patriots, and then he comes to Tampa Bay. And it was just huge. It was a shock to me. That's why I have that as on my Mount Rushmore. Another one, learning about like Brett Favre joining Minnesota, especially being a long time 15-year Packer, joining back in the NFC. I think this was like the second time he came out of retirement.
Yeah.
So then he goes to the Minnesota Vikings. Super random. And I think that's just surprising for a quarterback to go to their rival. Then the Broncos getting Peyton Manning is probably one of the biggest ones. Still, the Colts drafted him, number 1 overall, and he was expected to be there for life. And then the neck injury happens. Then he gets traded to the Broncos. And then from there, it's history, really. But that's just a crazy signing. Entirely changed the Broncos' history at that point.
Definitely.
And then the last one would be Jerry Rice becoming a Raider. I think that's the biggest one. One of the biggest ones, obviously. Especially, people thought that he was going to retire with the 49ers that season. And then he just comes back and he starts playing for the Raiders. I think that... I think he played for the Seahawks at one point too. It was after this. Let me check on that. But I can't remember if this was his last season or not. But super big splash for them.
Yeah. So just go over what you had again. I had Tom Brady
to the Bucks, Brett Favre to the Vikings.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jerry Rice did play for the Seahawks at one point.
Jerry Rice, and you had I don't know, Peyton Manning,
Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Jerry Rice. Yeah.
We only have one different one on mine. So my first one's obviously Tom Brady to the Bucks. Sad day when I saw that. Thought he would retire.
Cry.
Yeah, okay. But my next one, Brett Favre to the Vikings, a rival of the Packers. Pretty surprising to see that happen. And then after that, Jerry Rice to the Raiders. Obviously, I'm just going to go with everything you said because that's basically what I was going to say. But my last one is Deion Sanders to the Redskins.
Yeah, I was debating picking that, but that was like his last year in the league, and it was just...
Oh, yeah, he signed a 7-year deal with them.
Yeah,
that's $55 million deal.
That's pretty big.
Because he was released by the rival Cowboys that offseason. He accepted it, went to the Redskins. He saw they were going nowhere, so he retired the year.
He was way out of his prime at that point, too, which was pretty funny.
I see what you did there. I see.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you had Brett Favre, honestly. I was kind of expecting me to be the only one with that.
That's a pretty huge one, I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, him going to the Jets would be probably even bigger, maybe, to some people.
Yeah.
John?
All right, yeah. I think we're all in the same area. But Brady going to Tampa Bay, Tampa was like what, a non-ESPN team, bro. Like I barely seen this team on Monday night, and then once that guy came, dude,
Famous Jameis
year,
had them up there with those.
But not like Tom Brady though.
Well, yeah, it's the same effect. It's the same effect even when like Russell Wilson went to the Broncos.
Oh, yeah,
like they would always get those Thursday night games.
Yeah, for sure. For number 2, I got Brett Favre going to Minnesota. Y'all pretty much explained that pretty well. Number 3, I got Primetime going to the 49ers.
To the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Reggie White going to Green Bay.
You say into the mic again.
Reggie White going to Green Bay.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that one was a pretty big one as well.
Yeah.
So you had Tom Brady, Deion Sanders,
And then Peyton Manning as my
Manning.
last guy going
Yeah.
to Broncos.
super solid list
Yeah.
right there. A lot. I love seeing when big free agency, like non-expecting things happen. Like when everyone thinks someone's going somewhere and there's total opposite.
Yeah, like who in the hell thought that like Aaron Rodgers could end up going to Jets? I know it's not official yet, but let's just put it out there. It's going to happen.
I get what you're
eventually.
saying. Yeah, because
So
like that was a big thing. Like before Russell got there, we kind of thought Rodgers would go to the Broncos.
yeah,
and then
for sure.
Throwing like Rodgers to the Raiders to
Yeah.
be back with.
And it's
Devontae
so
Adams.
random, just like how Brady going to the Bucks. Why?
Yeah,
like
yeah, it is random. And
Yeah.
that's why it's like the most
It's-
surprising.
for sure.
I mean, especially like
And it's just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, like we didn't really expect. I mean, I wasn't really like intrigued in the NFL that time, but I
Yeah.
don't think anybody expected Peyton Manning to go to the Broncos.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. So,
Exactly.
I thought he was just gonna end his career with the Colts, man. Like
yeah.
just- yeah.
But that's gonna wrap up Mount Rushmore today, and we're going on to our start, bench, cut segment. This is the first one is for while they're in their prime. So the first one is Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, and Odell Beckham Jr. John, how about you go first?
All right, so give me D Hop. I'm gonna start D Hop,
Yep.
bench Julio, and cut Odell.
Yeah. Exactly the same. I
Yeah,
agree totally
me
with
too.
that. I think D Hop is the best consistently with his career. He's never been bad.
For
He's
sure.
still not bad. He does get injured a little bit, and that PED suspension kind of hurt, but he still came back and went off.
Yeah, good in fantasy as well.
Yeah. I love that too.
Sneaky pick up in fantasy for me. So
Bro, I drafted him and just waited.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's gonna go off. I'll wait.
dude, he was in my free agency pool in one league. I was like, shit.
Yeah, and then with Julio, I just think Julio is better prime than Odell
Yeah.
was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was like arguably the best in his in the wide receivers when he was in his prime.
One was in the Super Bowl and one wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but one has an awesome catch.
That's true. If we're going by catches,
I mean-
then Odell would be up there.
but that's the thing too. Like Odell's stats are good, but Odell is put on such a high pedestal because of one catch.
Yeah, pretty much.
That happens
Yeah,
a lot, like with
exactly.
Odell.
He's good at
'cause-
catching. Like
yeah.
he makes some flashy catches, but like he doesn't
Oh.
put up the numbers and the stats that D Hop and Julio put
Dude,
up in
I
their
saw
primes.
him with the Browns, bro. He wasn't. I mean, he's a crybaby, bro. Let's be honest here, bro. Like he's
He don't get me
he's
wrong.
good.
He's still a great
he's
receiver.
great.
He's still
Oh, yeah,
good.
for sure.
He's still good.
He has a little bit of ego though, which a lot of NFL players have.
Yeah, I
He-
saw like he wanted like a
he's
lot
up
of
there,
money
for
for
sure.
in a contract.
Yeah, I know.
he got it. Hey,
Yeah.
he got himself a ring though.
He got his ring.
Yeah, he did get him.
Tore an ACL for it.
Yeah.
Was his ACL?
I
right?
still think if he didn't tear his ACL, he would have been MVP of the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, I could have saw that. He was having a good
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he was already at like 100 yards at like what
Something like
second
that.
half or some at least maybe not 100 yards.
I
but
don't
it's
know.
at least in
I
that
think
area.
I still think Cooper Cup would have won it either way.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a what
still,
if, man.
Yeah, it's still
just a
what if. It's sad because he hasn't played since that, but mainly just because I'm sure he could have gotten signed. He's probably like being just picky about it.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, the recovery from an ACL. I mean, I never tore an ACL,
But, like-
so I can't say how. I can't tell you how it is, but I do know like the recovery for an ACL isn't as speedy, especially when you're a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a baseball player, it's one thing, but as a wide receiver and that being your main job and you run a lot, I could see why he's not really
Hey,
too
Dalton
fun.
Schultz and
Yeah,
Devin
I just-
Singletary to the Texans.
I was just pulling that up. Yeah,
Dude.
Dalton Schultz.
Wow, breaking news
Wow.
on Against the Call. Oh god. Are we against that?
Nah, I'm not
No.
even
Yeah,
against
I'm not
that call,
against
bro.
that
The
one.
Texans are trying to get back up there, man.
Trying to get their weapons for Bryce Young or whoever they get.
Yeah.
And
I
that,
can see them get CJ Stroud.
honestly, I think it'll be Bryce Young or Anthony Richardson at 1 and 2.
It's literally just going to depend on whoever goes first. Like,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
it's
pretty
so,
much.
this draft is like so crazy. I don't know.
it's
what's gonna happen.
actually a really good quarterback class.
Dude,
Would you
who-
say
who-
would you
who-
say this class is better or the the Mac Jones. And
Oh,
that
this class. This class is
yeah.
way better.
There's like 4 or 5
I mean,
quarterbacks in that class though.
Yeah, I know, but still, this.
Who else
class.
was in that class? I can't think of it.
I can't think. I
Mac Jones. So I think Joe Burrow was in that class.
Wasn't
it wasn't Joe Burrow.
No, Zach Wilson though.
it was
eh?
T Law,
Or-
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
Zach
yeah,
Wilson,
Zach Wilson was 2. T Law was first.
Justin Fields was another one. Well, I'm gonna pull it up real quick because I
Justin
don't.
Fields, T Law. Yeah, this draft class is better.
Zach- yeah, by far.
By far,
I mean, we can't. That's John, but I don't
By
know.
far. I think
We
yeah,
can't
I
say
would
that
still-
yet.
I wouldn't say by far. Like this QB draft class was known to be like one of the biggest for quarterbacks.
I don't know. We'll see how they pan out this year. And
Trey
we'll have-
Lance, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. I don't know. I think there's more like good quarterbacks that was in this class than there is in this one.
I mean, then there's still the draft class with Tua, Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't think of everything right now.
I don't know, but this is probably the most questionable draft. Like most of the time, the first overall pick is going to be like when Trevor Lawrence was the the top prospect in the NFL. You're like, dude, there's no way this guy is not going to go first overall. I know last year it was kind of questionable with the Jags because we didn't know it was going to be Aiden Hutchinson or who's that guy?
The guy you got.
Yeah, I totally forgot his name, but yeah, this draft you don't know who. There's 3 guys that could go first overall.
Yeah, that's true. I really. It was Trayvon Walker, by the way.
Trayvon Walker, yeah.
And then Aiden Hutchinson went to the Lions. But yeah, who knows where quarterback's gonna be because like there's 3 good ones. None of them like stood out like it was like Trevor Lawrence was and Joe Burrow was.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't get me wrong, they're all great QBs, but they're all on the same level pretty much.
I mean, they're young. And
when it comes to the draft.
Yeah, they're young.
Yeah, I'd put Anthony Richardson a little bit lower than Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
I could agree with that.
Yeah,
I could stand by that.
I kind of want Anthony Richardson to go 1 because John called it.
yeah, but then at the same time he took it back, so then it's really just it canceled
No,
out.
but I
at that
know if
point.
he's first overall, you're gonna be freaking fuming, bro.
You will
Me?
be.
I know you're gonna be fuming, bro.
Not
Yeah.
fuming, but mad. I feel like you'd be a little mad.
Dude,
I'd
I just
be
see the
mad.
chats. I just see the chats, man.
So stupid. So stupid.
I mean, okay, let's address this real fast. I don't think I'd be mad. He's not on the Gators anymore at that point.
I know. But
Like
still,
it doesn't matter to me. If John didn't take it back, then I'd be mad. But John took it back, so he can't back it up anymore. Also, I don't know. This came out of the blue because before Combine Day or whatever, he wasn't even expected to go first round, even second round.
It's crazy what I could do though, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like Josh Allen.
and isn't Pro Day like coming up fairly
His
soon
pro
as
day is
well?
coming up soon. I'm pretty sure.
So
Yeah.
Pro Day is coming up as well. So
But yeah, we just got totally off topic. By the
that
way,
is true.
we have our second start bench cut.
Jeez, where did we go with that? Holy crap. I gotta listen back to this. We're talking about wide receivers, and now we're talking about the
It's
draft class.
because we got the breaking news by our boy
yeah.
Jay. And then, anyways, our next start bench cut is George Kittle, Mark Andrews, and Darren Waller again in their primes, which they basically are still in their primes.
Yeah.
Maybe Kittle is on the down on his, but still a great tight end. But in their prime, give me Kittle at my start. I'm taking Mark Andrews on my bench and Darren Waller I'm cutting. I think
have the exact same list as you.
Yeah, I'm riding y'all with that.
no. Okay, fine. I'll switch mine because I was kind of like back and forth with Andrew.
Well,
Waller.
if you're saying in prime, if it wasn't in prime in this year, I'd pick Andrews over Kittle.
Oh yeah, I would, but I'm just doing prime. I mean, Waller and Andrews could go back and forth.
I don't really think so because Andrews is at the top. Like it's literally Kelsey and then Andrews every year. Like every year for the past 5 years. Waller has been top 3 with them like 1 year out of the past like 5 years, 1 or 2 years.
Well, first of all, it was Kittle and Kelsey always back and forth, and then Andrews was
Yeah,
3.
but not the past like 3 to 4 years. It's been
It was
Andrews.
past like 2 years.
But the thing with Kittle is, I mean, yeah, you're talking about a top 3 right here with Kelsey, Andrews, and Kittle. Waller is not in that conversation. He was like a few years ago, but he's been trending downhill for a while now. Maybe it can be revived with the Giants, but even in Waller's prime, I don't think it's close with Andrews' prime.
Yeah, We'll see. I don't really know because Waller just like you just had bad luck. Really, like the new
he's been
with
injured.
McDaniels, not really targeting him as much this year. Been injured, but Andrews is a very solid quarterback. With Lamar, hopefully he stays for Mark Andrews' sake because he doesn't need a fucking bad QB throwing to him anymore. But I think Kittle is obviously the best out of these three. I didn't put Kelsey on here because that's like an obvious no-brainer. It's Kelsey at 1, so I didn't want to put Kelsey on there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Gronk, but I also think that's an obvious start for Gronk.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, that's what about you, John?
Yeah, like I just went with you, man. Start Kittle.
Bench Andrews.
Yeah. Bench Andrews, and yeah.
All right, well, that wasn't as fun as I thought it would have been, but
You tried.
It's pretty
man.
it's pretty simple. Like
Yeah.
I whenever I saw it, I was like, this is easy.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to think, honestly.
I really thought the first one would have been like different.
Nah. No, like not at all. I'm sitting here looking at it again.
I mean,
I'm
in
just
their
like,
prime, D-Hop and Julio are easily like you can put them both in their primes. That's a easy like you can go either way.
Yeah. But then you got
Sure,
Odell.
Odell, I feel like there's people that would put Odell up there.
Well, yeah, Giants fans.
Zach Levinson.
Yeah.
Definitely Giants fans. Hell, there's probably Giants fans that say, yeah, Odell's a top 3 wide receiver all time. Guarantee you.
That's just delusional.
That
I mean,
is
hey,
just delusional.
That's insane.
That would I don't know who
Be
would.
put in a mental asylum if you say that.
You really should. But we'll end it there. We'll start bench cut, and then this will be my segment that I will be talking the whole time. It is called the Fight Club UFC 286 recap. 286 recap. This was another championship fight. It was a great card. It had Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman for the rematch for the welterweight belts. Leon Edwards beat Kamaru Usman. No one thought that would happen. In their last fight, he lost every single round, and he won by a knockout kick to the face in the last couple minutes of the round. And no one thought he would win this fight because Kamaru Usman is known as one of the best in the league in the whole UFC. And this fight, they surprised everyone. It was in England, and Leon Edwards is English, and that crowd was booming for him. And then it was a majority decision, giving Leon Edwards the win over Kamaru Usman. And a lot of people think Kamaru Usman should retire now because he's at 35 and he has not looked that good in that fight. Like, he looked good, but not the best. He says he's going to be back to fight in the championship sometime, but he's not getting an automatic rematch now. He's going to have to win 1 or 2 more fights to get back out there. Colby Covington is supposed to get the next fight against Leon Edwards. And then the fight under that was Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev, and Justin Gaethje won by decision. Justin Gaethje was the cool thing about him, ever since he came to the league, he has not fought one person under the top 10 in their division. Unfortunately, he's lost every single championship he was in. But other than that, that's pretty much that is in UFC 286. The next UFC event will be UFC 287 with Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira for a rematch. Pineda or something like that.
Is he Mexican?
I think he's Venezuelan.
Oh.
No, he's Brazilian.
Oh, okay.
Nice. The thing is I tweeted Michael. I started using Twitter now, by the way. Follow me at OuttaPocket Nick. But I tweeted at him. I was like, "Yo, Usman is killing it right now." And then
it's because I tweeted at Leon Edwards, "Enjoy your final minutes as champ," and then Nick responds, "Usman killing it right now," when he wasn't. But
and then I had in parentheses, "I'm not watching the match."
But then after the fight, he lost. I was like, "I was wrong." And
Yeah.
then what'd you say?
I said, "You need to resign from Against the Call."
I was against that call.
I got like 2 likes on that reply. I don't know how.
Hey, make 2 likes.
Hey, bro. Whenever I get 2 likes, it's like I feel good. And then I had one comment comment, reply, whatever you want to call it on Twitter, had like 5 likes. I just checked and I was like, dang, blowing up, bro.
You're making it, man.
We going up.
We're up, bro. And I put the podcast in my bio, so you can
I did too.
straight up click it.
I did too. John?
How do you do that?
you have to like become a professional account. So I had to put it as podcaster, then you can add like a
really?
Like your Spotify link. I still have the link tree, but then you have the Spotify link and then you press it.
Yeah, because I have the link
straight to the thing.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for Fight Club. We'll go right into Around the League WBC World Baseball Classic. We are coming down to our final games in the World Baseball Classic. Today, I'm pretty. Is it today? Japan's playing Mexico.
And Japan, yeah.
But we're just gonna go through everything, like all the big things that's happened so far. So the first one, USA beat Team Venezuela 9-7, thanks to Trey Turner's grand slam.
Mike, let me tell you something. When I saw that ball leave the bat, I did a little prayer, bro. Because from my angle, it looked like it was gonna be a fly ball, and I'm like, I swear to God, if that ball is caught, I'm turning off the game.
Let's talk about
Let's
talk about one of your tweets though.
What?
You said that this game and this moment is bigger than game 162.
Yes.
With the Rays, and bigger than the Brett.
Game 4.
Brett Phillips.
100%, bro. Dude, like I have not felt that much joy for a baseball game. After that was huge.
I was watching,
and bro, I'm
sorry. Damn.
Yeah, everybody in my house was sleeping. I probably woke them up because I screamed, yo, and I was like, dude, I was hyped, man, because I stood up for that whole inning, bro. Like it was one of those games. And man, dude,
I thought we were gonna lose. I was like, no way, America's about to lose right now.
Dude, I know.
It's because who's the pitcher they had?
Daniel Bard is a terrorist, bro.
He let up.
He is a terrorist.
0 outs. Man walked batter after batter and just gave them like how many was it? Three runs.
Three runs. But to be fair, after that third batter he faced, he should have. DeRozan should have pulled him.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying, pull this man.
And then they put in Jason Allen, Adam, and he gave up 1 run, but he was able to get out of the inning, which I think that was huge.
Yeah.
But a little bit there. I mean, the Rays are showing up in the WBC, bro. Randy,
yeah.
Dude, literally Randy.
He's having
bro.
a huge, huge games with the Team Mexico, even though he's Cuban.
But you know the story behind that though, right?
Yeah, I do know the story.
He just messaged them on Instagram the president saying, "Hey, can I become a Mexican?"
It's
citizen?
because there's a bigger story why he chose Mexico.
Oh yeah,
because something like when he left Cuba or something, he went to Mexico.
Yeah, when he left Cuba, he went to Mexico
and played in their league.
Yeah,
I love the video where the fan hands him this comically large glove. And the bro just looks at it. He's looking around it. He's like, and then he signs it.
Dude, he did that during a pitching change too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, you cannot you gotta love Randy. He's just one of those guys you just gotta love, bro. I hate going against him first off, but I love him to death though. He torched America though. But
I kind of hope that I don't know who I feel we'd have a better shot at in the final because both the Mexico and Japan team are very solid.
I'm taking
Japan all the way.
It's Japan all the way.
Yeah,
Japan's literally unstoppable.
Yeah, and
do you see us beating Japan?
I do. We beat them last time.
Okay, so this is what I gotta say, and I said this before, pitching. So I think we know our starting pitcher, which I don't know off the top of my head, but I know our starting pitcher for the final game. Now everybody will be in play except Adam Wainwright, which that's totally fine.
Wait, what? Adam Wainwright's not playing?
He pitched that last game.
Oh, yeah. But I thought he would be eligible to pitch again.
No. He did it. He did it.
He'll be eligible to pitch as a reliever.
Yeah.
Which
if needed, he could probably pitch 1 inning. That's the same with Lance Lynn. He could probably pitch. He could actually probably pitch more since he has that 2 days of rest.
Yeah, I think they can definitely pitch because the thing with WBC, it's only 1 game. So they can use these.
But there's limits though.
Yeah, I know.
There's pitch limits.
Yeah, but they can still use them for a little bit as relievers.
Also, how's the St. Louis going to be with that? Because that also comes into play. Ownership. I mean,
but he's already eligible. He's already on the team, so they.
I know, but the owners do have a say in what setting. That's why it's so hard for these pitchers to commit because they're actually limited. It's not, That's why we're not seeing DeGrom or Cole or in the mix or even Shane or any of these big name pitchers. I mean, Adam Wainwright, Lance
Well, I
Lynn
mean,
is
it's not.
huge.
They can play if they want to. It's not like
No, yeah,
they
I
don't.
know.
The teams don't have. Can't tell them you can't
Yes,
play
they
in
do.
that.
I mean, yeah,
no,
yes,
they
they
can.
kind of do. They kind of do.
I mean, they can't tell them you cannot play, or
They kind of can, because there's been times that, like, okay, who was it? Curtis Mead for the Rays, right? Australian. He's our our second, let's just say top prospect. He's not the one, but he's a top prospect. The Rays didn't clear him to play for Team Australia because he was coming from injury. So if they're coming from injury, they cannot play.
Yeah, well,
now
I know that,
I don't know if they could straight up say like let's say if Jose Altuve goes there, he is fractured, and I think he has like a fractured thumb, whatever.
He's getting surgery on.
But let's say if he goes to the Astros and be like, hey, I want to play for Team Venezuela, which he did. I don't think like Venezuela. First off, I don't think they're gonna say no straight up, because he's a big part of the Astros, and they want him to kind of have that freedom so he can come back or whatever. But I do think they have a say in a matter.
In a matter, like they can't just straight up tell you no. Especially like I was talking about, and plus I'm talking about big name players.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
If Justin Verlander went up to the Mets and said I'm playing Team USA, they're not going to say no.
Yeah, I know.
But like that, just like Mike Trout, you think the Angels want him to play?
Dude, Mike
Angels
Trout
don't want
actually
him to
asked.
play.
Like he actually asked to be on Team USA.
Yeah, like
he wanted.
It's so
to play.
good seeing Mike Trout actually play for
Dude,
something.
It's so electric, bro. I love seeing that guy.
Yeah, I saw a picture. He looked so happy. It's like, and then I saw me goes, all this just to go back to a pointless 162 game season.
Did you see like after that grand slam, the whole dugout, coaches, managers, everybody. Dude, that gave me like
Ken Griffey was
that
up
gave
there.
me chill. That actually took me back to Little League, bro. Because I don't know if y'all remember this, bro. Like when someone hit a bomb in Little League, everybody went out of the dugout just to surround the plate. It was like a freaking walk off, bro.
Dude, I remember I hit a home run, and then there's a video of my dad, and like my whole team comes out, and there's just the one kid on my team just like eating a hot dog, walking out slowly.
Dude. And then what are some other games going on?
Okay, but after that, USA moved to the semifinals to play Cuba. Who, which they won 2-14, where Trey Turner hit another 2 home runs in that game.
Trey Turner, bro, build a statue.
Give this man MVP of the World Baseball Classic. Yeah. Like, dude, man was going off. He is Mr. Captain America.
Put him on the dollar bill.
Yeah. But honestly, put him on the dollar bill.
So, Mike, I got a question. Was this a big game for you? Because I noticed personally this was a bigger game for me than the Great Britain game.
It's a big game for me. Okay, I might be Cuban, but like I've never been to Cuba.
I know, but like,
I mean, it's just I knew we were gonna win. It's not Cuba was. It's like there's no chance Cuba's being Team USA.
Yeah,
they didn't have like if they had all their star players play. Obviously, it would be
USA. I think USA would.
I would still win.
I mean, dude, if you had Yordan Alvarez, if you had
but no way we're getting wiped by Team Cuba with their star player. We're winning.
Also, they don't have pitching, but yeah,
we're winning that still. But like, I'm just saying, it'll be a lot. I think it would be like a lot closer game, not a fucking 12-run deficit.
Dude, I was actually watching it at my girlfriend's house and we had like 5, and I was just surrounded by Cubans. Didn't know what they were saying, but dude, they know how to watch baseball for sure, bro. Yeah, like oh man. And half of them were rooting for USA, of course.
Yeah.
Actually, all of them except one, which my girlfriend was rooting for Cuba just to be different.
Dang.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah. So
she'll break up.
No. But yeah, I like the game personally. You know,
it was fun to watch. Obviously,
I
didn't watch the whole one because like we were winning.
Dude, I turned it off in the 5th inning, man. Like,
yeah, I left. I went to bed. I was tired. But
there was March Madness on, so
yeah, I actually flipped it to the FDU game. So,
but there was actually some big games that happened. Puerto Rico stunned the Dominican Republic, and because of it, there was a celebration by the guy named Edwin Diaz celebrating, and now has a season-ending injury that needed surgery on. Celebrating, just blew his leg out, blew it off.
Did he tear his ACL?
It was something with a knee. It was like I think it was ACL, but it was something. Don't quote me on that. Like a season-ending injury.
And people are saying to ban the WBC.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I think you're
but-
talking about freaking like KFC Barstool.
He's trolling. He has to be trolling.
He gotta be.
No, bro, I
he
saw
has
that.
to.
He has
I
to.
was like,
There's no way this man's absolute just glazing on it every time.
he was saying,
bro.
who actually cares about it? I'm like, dude, it's baseball.
Yeah.
And he said it's not like the World Cup for baseball. It
He
is the
does
World
it-
Cup for
He does it
baseball.
like
Yeah.
every day, so he has to.
I mean,
be
I love
like-
KFC, but like, dude, that was crazy. That was a cold take right
He's
there.
a Mets fan though. Yeah, did you see Frank the Tank's reaction?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that was-
and then who else? Nimmo, Brandon, yeah, Nimno or whatever the. I don't know how
didn't
to
see
say his
that.
name. He went down that same day after saying like, "Yo, I don't want to participate in the WBC because I don't want to get hurt." Bro, in reality, dude, the WBC is basically spring training, but it's just spring training on steroids.
Well, they're actually trying,
Oh, for sure, but you're all. I mean,
and like
you're
these
still
players
getting
are-
ready. You're still getting ready for the season though. That's why there's pitch limits.
Yeah, yeah. I think they should have it like right after the season ends,
that-
or like I don't know. I feel like there's
Dude,
better
I
placement.
mean,
They
you
could have
gotta-
had it
you gotta
earlier.
think.
They could have had it a little
You
earlier.
gotta think. Maybe like you can't do it in the winter because you got winter leagues and the Caribbeans. I think this is really the only time they could do it because you got to think if they do it after the MLB season, dude, like that's gonna screw up your recovery time as a player because you
I mean,
just
it's only
played
like a
100.
month long.
I know, but you just played 160 games or 162 games, and now you're gonna play in an advanced tournament against other countries. That's gonna take a toll.
Yeah.
So I think it's good timing now. I mean, of course you're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have injuries no matter what you do. Spring training, World Baseball Classic. So and also this isn't every year. You know, it's every 4 years. So why can't you just sacrifice one like 1 out of 4 years? You go play for your country.
Yeah, because in the Olympics, MLB players don't play in the Olympics.
They can't. Well,
They can because like minor leaguers do. It's mainly minor leaguers that
Yeah.
play or like really
do.
old retired.
Oh yeah,
MLB
like
players.
Adam
like Todd-
Frazier was
yeah,
playing in there.
Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier, yeah.
He played in it. A lot of the minor leagues up and coming. They won. Team USA won. I'm pretty sure.
No, he didn't. Japan. I think Japan won gold, but they got like silver, some shit like
I
that.
thought I just remember USA doing good. I thought
USA did hold their own though.
Yeah,
It was like a B team.
but Dominican losing kind of like stunned me. I was like, no, I was so surprised. I thought they were gonna make it all the way. I thought it was gonna be Team Japan versus Team Dominican
what?
in the
They didn't have
semifinal.
Daddy Yankee on their side, bro. Daddy Yankee's Team Mexico. So, I mean, the power of Bad Bunny too, bro. I mean, dude.
Bad Bunny. Okay, now I'm just gonna end that one right there. But
I mean, he's Puerto Rican, so
yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
so Puerto Rican power.
All right, but Team Mexico, they stunned the Puerto Rico team 4-5 to play Japan. Like we brought that up, that'll be played tonight, and I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Team USA versus Team Japan. Team USA winning it all back to back and bringing home the trophy.
I could agree with you with
Sir.
that. I could see USA going back to back. The second country to do it, first team will be Japan. I'd love to face Japan, but
It's
I would
scary.
much rather face Mexico.
I
I know
would-
we lost to Mexico, but this is a new team, bro.
Yeah, I'd much rather play Mexico.
100%.
There's no way I want to face Team Japan.
As long as we just walk Randy every day, like we can like treat him like Barry Bonds, bro. This
I mean,
dude.
still, there's better players on Team Japan. That's like
Oh, yeah.
way
A lot of unknown players.
like a lot of the Japanese players sign into MLB because they're that good. Like
But
some of the key players on them was obviously Shohei,
Yeah.
Darvish, and then there's also Masataka Yoshida, who's been doing good with them.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just Team Japan's a scary team every time in the World Baseball
Hear
Classic.
me out. Bottom ninth, bases loaded, 2 outs. Actually, no, 1 out. Shohei's on the bump. Mike Trout's up. Tied game.
No, teammate versus teammate.
Think about that, bro. What a storyline that would be. And then Mike Trout walks it off with the grand slam.
That'd be awesome.
Bragging rights in the locker room.
For
Dude.
real.
At least Shohei will be able to leave.
By the way, baseball is not going to be a part of the Olympics next time.
It isn't. They're taking it out again.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't too like honestly like baseball in the Olympics just didn't hit like it just doesn't hit like the WBC. Respectfully, I know
Yeah.
like Because you don't have your best players. Like, yeah, you have.
Well, yeah, that's one of the main reasons I
Exactly.
just read that they're taking away is absence of the good players.
Exactly. Like Japan, you're not gonna like. Japan did pause their season midway through, like, because like they didn't do like what the MLB did and just played through like the KBO and Japan League, whatever. They paused their season for the Olympics, but their best players still didn't play though.
Yeah.
And they're most of their best players like play in the MLB, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I could see that, and I don't mind baseball not being in the Olympics, bro. We got the world baseball.
You know what should be an Olympic sport? Wife carrying. Michael, tell us a little bit about sport of tomorrow, wife carrying.
The sport of tomorrow is wife carrying. I found this yesterday. I found the website for it and everything. So, what is wife carrying, you may ask? Wife carrying is a contest in which male competitors race while each carrying a female partner. The objective is for the male to carry the female through a special obstacle track in the fastest time. And this sport was first introduced by it was introduced in Finland in the 19th century. So it's been around for a pretty long time.
Wow.
But the competition, competitors run,
underground sport, I guess.
right, honest. The competitors run the course 2 at a time in initial heats, which with each team being timed. The two fastest teams qualify for the final heat, is what's called.
Well, heats are it's a common term. It's in like track and stuff.
Sorry, I'm not a big track guy.
The heat, faster the heat. There's like different like levels of heats. So like the first heat is like all the fastest.
Oh,
so if you're fast at carrying your wife, then you'll be the top heat.
okay, I didn't know that. Which may be timed or untimed, with the winner of the final heat being the winner of the event. Because the final heat is determined by time, qualifying teams do not necessarily have to win their initial heat. Additional heats may be run for third place and on.
I'm sorry.
Okay. If a competitor drops his teammate, their team will be penalized up to 5 seconds added to their time. Teams may not advance on the course without the wife being carried, and will be disqualified if they do not carry their wife their entire length of the course. But there is no restriction on how a female teammate is carried. Several types of carry are commonly used. That's weird, including the piggyback and fireman's carry over the shoulder. However, the most popular is the Estonian carry, in which the wife hangs upside down with their legs around the husband's shoulders, holding onto his waist.
Yeah, that's a
Is
good
there like
tactic.
a weight limit for the women? Like not like a weight limit, but like a medium.
Weight
What?
limit.
I'm not
Because if you have like a big if you have a big girl,
respectfully.
if you have a big girl, you're gonna be at a disadvantage than
the
if
thing
you have
with-
a skinny girl.
The thing
Like,
with
let's
that,
be,
teammates are not required to be legally married.
Okay.
It's just called wife
I
carrying.
gotcha.
So you're obviously gonna go for a skinny chick.
Yeah, you're always going to go with the skinnier. Helmets are not required to be carried on the competitor as well. The Worlds requires a helmet. What? Whatever.
They have national rules, like worldwide
Yeah, it
rules.
says it.
Yeah, that's what it says.
The World
The
Cup
only
of wife
special equipment
carrying.
allowed to be worn by the carrier is a belt, which is optional. And there is no minimum weight limit for a female competitor. The world set a weight limit for 49 kilograms or 108 pounds as the least. The weight belts are used to make up any difference in the weights.
That's sexist.
The length of the course is 278 yards. North American courses are typically run on uneven ground, which some level of elevation change. The Worlds are run on a flat track, and the course design includes 2 dry obstacles and 1 water obstacle. However, the specific obstacle designs may vary by year.
So who's the GOAT of this sport? Like who's the duo that's like we see them and be like, dude,
That's the
like
goat.
yeah. Like we need I need to know the GOAT, and I need to know I
John
need to know the GOAT.
Jones.
John Jones.
Yeah,
This is wife carrying, not wife beating. You know?
he had to pick her up, bro. We're bringing this back. We're bringing this conversation back.
Oh my god. Not again. Would y'all go see one of these though?
Hell yeah.
I would participate.
Honestly, yeah. Just running around the obstacle course, just carry someone.
Dude, I would totally be down.
But like the most common, the wife's legs around you, and you're just like holding them, like you just hold it like
Yeah,
around-
so like she's wrapped around you, so like her legs are right here, and she's like grabbing on your waist right there. That's a good tactic.
That really is, because like
I feel like this kind of be.
I do gotta say,
uncomfortable,
like
though,
the
for
head,
her.
the head's gonna be right at your crotch area though. So she's kind of like her head's like kind of like bobbing, you know.
I mean, not necessarily. You can have it like right on your side,
Yeah.
I guess. On the
She
side.
can hold.
Yeah.
She can move her head around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She's not just gonna go limp and just bobbing
Yeah.
everywhere.
I still think the fireman carry would be like my
Yeah,
go-to.
right over the
personally.
shoulder.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think the
'Cause, like-
piggyback would be the easiest.
No, 'cause you
Piggyback would be.
Mm,
I mean,
don't know.
I think that because whenever you have her on the fireman's shoulder, you're gonna have to switch depending on like which like way the track is going, because
It's-
there's something
it's
about
straight,
height.
right?
Well,
No,
there's
it's
there's some
different obstacles.
there's
It's
obstacles,
obstacles.
so there could be too much weight on this side. So wrapping around is the easiest because it gives it gives the best.
Yeah, you're right.
Because think about this with piggybacking, she's gonna like that's a lot of weight pushing down on fully on your back. If she's just on your shoulders, it's like carrying like a whenever you're doing like squats with like a barbell
Yeah.
on your shoulders, you don't got much like weight on your back.
Yeah.
So that is, I can see why that's the most common thing. The piggyback, like, yeah. I mean, also I feel like maybe it's against the rule, but I feel like it'd be a little bit easier if she's just on your shoulders, like chicken fight style.
There's that. No,
That-
that's kind of
balance.
hard
Yeah,
because the
'cause you-
balance.
yeah.
The balance is true, yeah. I mean, with the
I-
obstacles and stuff like
Honestly,
that.
I think
the-
piggyback would be easier than that because like he's straight up running and she has nothing to hold on to. She has to wrap her legs around and then just hold his head, and that can hurt his head.
What if she just like holds it like they're talking about the straight track for the worlds or whatever. So she's just holding his head, like eyes closed, everything, and you just full on sprint because then you're not gonna need your eyes. If
There's
it's
just an
spread out.
obstacle he just doesn't see, and there's like an obstacle. She
Yeah, well, this is saying it's just a straight course.
I know,
without
but like you get the
obstacles.
duck or something. There's just an obstacle. She just gets blasted off.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Wife carrying highlights.
Wife.
I need to see that, bro.
But there's history behind it, guys. Wife carrying originated in Finland, and its history is based around the 19th century legend of Herkko Rosvo Ronkanen, or Ronkanen the Robber. There are 3 stories as how the sport was created. First, Ronkanen and his thieves were accused of stealing food and women from villages in the area he lived in, then carried these women on their backs as they ran away. The second is that it has been said that men would go into villages near their own to steal other men's wives and then have the women become their own wives. And the third story is that Ronkanen trained his thieves by carrying big heavy sacks on their backs, which could have been eventually evolved to a sport. That's like
well, here's your fail right here that we were talking about. There's just a girl face planted in the mud with a dude. Oh no, he's carrying her through mud, and they're doing the tactic where she's near his butt with her face. So then her face is obviously in the mud. That's interesting. And then I was scrolling on here. I looked up wife carrying highlights, and right at the bottom, Tim Tebow with his wife. Maybe they participated. I don't know. Also, was that Justin Trudeau or what? Trudeau?
I have seen that there's like some
there's-
people that have participated in it.
Interesting.
Some YouTubers, not like big celebrities, but I've seen like some YouTubers.
Okay, so
participate in it.
where do they do this? Where?
It's a worldwide thing, but there's a North American Championship.
Okay.
The North American Championship rules and regulations for
But
wife
where's it
carrying.
at though?
It doesn't say. It
Tampa
varies.
should host.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
I'm sure it varies. I think
Alright.
they change it.
Yeah.
But last thing is the North American rules and regulations for wife carrying vary slightly from the World Championship rules on several points. And then that was what it was listed below what I said earlier. But yeah, that's wife carrying, guys. I'd go see something like that.
Oh yeah, I know these people. Well, I watched them on YouTube.
Yeah, that's who I was talking. I've seen them before.
Interesting. All right, yeah. So let's move into our next segment. That's awesome. I think whenever I get married, I'm gonna participate in that.
I
But
would.
Going further,
Against the call with their future wives on it.
yeah, we could have like our own worlds. We could have our own league.
Or only to go against them.
Yeah. So and we'll go against Barstool. Anyways, NBA games of the week.
All right, it's back because did he do them?
I don't think so. No.
Well, it's back. I'm back, so that means it is back. Games on Tuesday. There's 6 games on Tuesday, but the most interesting to me is the Celtics at Kings. Celtics kind of being iffy right now.
Went to a 3rd seed.
Yeah, went to the 3rd seed. We're right under 1st seed. We can still make it.
Cue the clip of Michael saying they'll stay at the 1 seed.
I think they'll make the 1 seed by the end of the season.
Bro, what? No.
They can. They're right under them, bro.
Hold on. Let me pull this up for you. Yeah. So they are 2.5 games back from the 1 seed, but also the 76ers already have that 1 game up on them because I think they beat them.
They're tied.
They're tied. Yeah, they're tied right now, but the 76ers have 1 game up on them because they beat them.
But we also beat them.
Yeah, but it has to do with home advantage and all that stuff. Because the 76ers haven't played, I think they've played 2 less games or something I'm seeing. Yeah, 48-22, 49-23. So they played 2 less games than the Celtics too. So they still got more games to play.
Anyways, but Celtics at Kings, good matchup. 2 solid teams. It's in Sacramento, but give me the Celtics.
Give me the Kings.
Okay.
John?
Yeah, give me the Kings, bro. Like,
they're on fire right
Yeah.
now. I don't know what you're talking about. The
I'm going-
Celtics,
I just want to see the Kings in the playoffs again, bro.
well,
They're-
they're
they're-
automatically
yeah,
in the
they're-
playoffs.
Well, they're
now.
not technically. They're not clinched yet. Are they clinched yet?
No.
They haven't clinched, but
yeah. But,
either way, they're not going to fall into a play-in.
yeah. But after that on Wednesday, I have Warriors at Magic. There's a lot of games playing that day, but like other than them, there's the Hawks and Timberwolves and Blazers and Jazz. But I think the most interesting would be Warriors at Mavericks because they're the closest in seedings to each other. Like the Warriors are 36 and 36, and the Mavericks are 36 and 35, and I think they have the most to play for.
Yeah.
So give me the Mavericks because especially with Andrew Wiggins, you don't know how long he. Speaking of Andrew Wiggins, have y'all seen what's happening with him?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, it's sad. We'll explain it to John. So Andrew Wiggins, he has his girlfriend or wife. So they had 2 kids. He thought they were his whole life. Turns out they are his best friend's kids. John's face. Yeah.
What?
He's raised. They're like older too. They're like 10, 11, something like that. But
no, they're not that old.
really, I
Nah.
thought they were that old. But whatever. They're still a little older. He's been raising the whole life thinking they're his kids. It turns out his wife has been having an affair with his best friend, and he's been out for like 6 games now.
Well, he's been out for like a month now. At this
Oh, it's a
point.
month.
Yeah.
Dude, that's...
Yeah, that's tough for him. Feels bad, bro. That's
Damn.
sad.
Dude.
Tough times.
See, bro, they're like one of them's like a baby.
Let me see what they look like.
That's
I mean, you can't really tell.
this is updated like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Oh, 3 and 4, maybe.
Dude.
Yeah.
But dude, like that's
Is he still together with his wife, or did
No.
they divorce? Okay, that's
well,
good.
they're probably going through a divorce, obviously.
That's good.
Yeah, but the Warriors, their team front office, they're giving him as much time as he needs away from the game.
Dude.
That's tough, dude. Like, does he like even get like what like to visitate like when they get divorced? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's
mean,
been the father
yeah.
figure, so. But then at
I
the
mean-
same time, that other guy is gonna have to do payments, child payments.
I think
and
he's
all
still gonna have a part in their life, so for
he
sure.
should like he obviously loves
will.
them.
He raised them.
He will.
Yeah, he thinks they're there. He still says that he's probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure he still says he's
Yeah,
they're
for
his
sure.
kids. But
But yeah, that's just like, damn, that's
what an
women.
ass of a friend and what an ass of a wife.
women, dude.
Yeah.
Coffee
Women.
mug women.
I texted Aiden the other day. I said, "Have you seen what happened with Andrew Wiggins? This makes me like not want a girlfriend right now." Like, this is sad, bro. And this stuff happens more than you actually think, honestly.
Yeah. But
yeah.
anyways, give me the Mavericks.
Yeah, give me without Andrew Wiggins, yeah, give me the Maverick. That whole team is just
Yeah.
the whole team's going through a lot of insecurities. The whole Warriors team, because
They still got Jordan
they-
Poole though.
they play like shit, and then Klay Thompson wants to do this corny ass thing where he shows his rings, and even Warriors fans now are sick of it. And I do know this for a fact because I have been on Twitter recently, and I've been able to see like Warriors fans, Barstools commented on it. It's getting old. it comes to the point whenever it's like, okay, whenever Marcus Smart or whatever does like, oh, we're up 3 games on you against like Joel Embiid, that's fair. You're winning that game.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson has a shitty game, and the whole Warriors have a bad game against the Grizzlies, down like 20 points they lost by, and then they still want to be like, oh, we have more rings than you, so I don't care if we played bad. Come on, bro. First off, it's a regular season game. Second off, just save your shit talk for the playoffs, bro.
But yeah.
Also, Jaw's supposed to be back soon.
Yeah, I saw that. He is supposed to be back soon. But you said you got Mavericks, so I got Mavericks, Sean.
Yeah,
Mavericks.
Mavs, yeah.
And then the final game of the week, it's on Thursday. There's 4 games on Thursday. Give me the Thunders at Clippers. Not the Thunders. The Thunder at the Clippers. Thunder, great young team, as I said before. Clippers are doing pretty well this season, 38-34. Give me the Clippers. I think they're trying to make a big push in the playoffs.
Give me the Thunder.
John?
Dude.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm upset.
I'm going with Thunder just because Imagine Dragons.
I'm in upset mood with March Madness, so give me the lower seed of the NBA.
All right, well, that's going to end it for NBA Games of the Week. What we have next is the countdown. Best pregame outfits in the NBA of all time, really. So I'll start us off with this one. I'm going to go at number 5. I'm going Batman Grant Williams. This I didn't get the one of him like the pregame.
That's fire.
But this is him, John. If you want to see, that's Batman Grant Williams.
Oh, that's fire.
That is fire.
Yeah.
I love Grant Williams. Come on now.
It's awesome.
Grant Williams been giving a hard time to Jason Tatum about the Duke game too. I love it. He just followed Jason Tatum like playing Rocky Top on the bus, and then also he looked at Jason Tatum. He's like, "Fuck Duke."
Then my next one is Russell Westbrook's emo fit. Let me pull that up for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
Is it the same one we have?
No, you have a different one. Mine is this.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
It's similar. He wears some weird things at the pregame, but I call it his emo fit, and then it's pretty funny. Not gonna lie, but my next one after that is the Serge Ibaka lumberjack fit.
That's the one.
That's the one we have. We have similar. And then after that, I have LeBron James suit with shorts.
Yeah, that
one's a good one as well. And then my final one is anything Kyle Kuzma wears because it's kind of shit. This is one of them, just to be exact. It's he wears the weirdest stuff. Like it's pregame.
That's the picture I have. Yeah.
There's but I have literally anything he wears. But
just that's anything. Yeah,
anything. That's gonna wrap it up for
Let me see mine here. Yeah. I just sent it to Michael because we're filming on my phone. So on my number 5, give me Tim Duncan. Literally just the most casual fits he'd always wear. A man was like so beyond rich, and he would always show up in jeans and a white polo. And like this is all the time. Same with Dirk. He always did that. So Dirk, an honorable mention. On top of that, my number 4, Serge Ibaka in the lumberjack fit. He's literally wearing just a flannel cutoff jeans with jeans under the cutoff jeans, and a red toboggan, which is awesome. At my number 3, I have it listed as teen girl Russell Westbrook because he's wearing skinny jeans that are like ripped. He's wearing like the long sleeves that go all the way down to the hands where your fingers are cut through like the holes. And then he doesn't have a belt on. It's like shoelaces as a belt. And then my number 2 is going to be Kyle Kuzma with his giant ass pink sweater on. Yeah, it won't load on the phone right here, but he has like a white toboggan on, and like it's so big, it's huge. It looks so girly too. It's funny. I love it. And my number 1, JJ Redick dressing as Emmett from the Lego movie. John, this is what he looked like. Well, yeah, I'm glad that you had. I'm glad that you had the Halloween one with Grant Williams as Batman. Halloween is always something different, bro. They're always doing crazy shit.
There really is. Like, there's always the classic Superman with Dwight Howard as well.
Yeah, but then you got to be on the topic of like I forgot who did it. Somebody did Avatar and they went all out. Like they did the whole. Yeah. Well, I think it was Dwayne Wade. But I could be wrong.
Was it Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade Avatar. Let me look it up real fast. No, maybe it wasn't him.
Here, I'll look it up. John, you can go ahead and go with yours.
All right, yeah. So I'm sticking with y'all with the Kuzma big ass sweater.
This is your 5?
Yeah, 5. And number 4. Guessing this is Dwayne Wade with his big ass suit or trench coat or whatever.
Yeah, the big trench coat.
Whatever this is, I don't know.
The Serge Ibaka.
Oh, Serge Ibaka's lumberjack fit.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook
Would just cut all. Yeah, he wears his skinny ass pants.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
So that was your 3 or 2. That was.
I got another Russell Westbrook one.
Is the neon fit?
Yeah, the neon fit.
There's one Russell Westbrook one where he looks like a traffic cone. And I didn't see it on any of the websites, but I remember when it happened.
Yeah. And I don't know if I showed this one or not, but the LeBron James thing. Yeah,
that's one I had. LeBron James suit with with shorts.
Yeah, he basically looked like a construction worker. Like that's all it was. Russell Westbrook wearing the construction vest with neon orange pants.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook and Kyle Kuzma have the weirdest.
Don't forget about this one where Russell Westbrook wear a dress. That wasn't to a game though, but
that was for what?
Like an award. He wore a dress. Harry Styles up in his bitch, bro, for sure.
But that's gonna wrap it up for the countdown today. We're gonna enter our last 2 segments, which is draft day and the post game. Today's draft day is the most addictive things. The first pick will be John. Will have the first pick.
John.
Congratulations, John. You made the first pick. With the second pick will be looking like Nick will be the second pick, and then I will be the last pick of this draft. So John, take it away.
Porn.
What?
Porn.
All right.
I mean, I just gotta knock that out, bro. Like.
All right, Nick, go ahead.
Most addicting things. Well, man. Number 1's already been taken. I'm just kidding. Give me drugs. I mean, that's
good.
Not personally. I'm not trying to have moral high ground or anything. If you do drugs, that's awesome. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's all good for you.
Hey man,
keep doing your thing.
If you do crack, bro, shout out to you, bro.
If you're a part of the opioid pandemic, go you.
All right, I'm just gonna go neither of those routes. I'm gonna go your phone.
Wow.
Okay.
Giving me alcohol right off.
Hold on. First of all, that was the first round. It's a snake draft.
Yeah, I know. I'm not actually gonna.
But first pick went porn with John, drugs with
Classic.
Nick, and the phone with Mike. And the next pick I'm taking is I'm gonna go binging a good TV series.
That can be very addicting. Yeah. I know you pick phone, but you can't just take everything on a phone. Give me TikTok.
No, I wasn't. I was just like being on the phone.
Yeah, being on your phone, doing multiple things, I guess. Sure. But TikTok.
All right. John, go ahead.
Alcohol is still there.
I know there's a lot of stuff still there. Give me sports betting.
Yeah. Damn. W pick. For sure.
All right, Nick. All right. I mean, this round, binge a good TV series. Went 1. TikTok went 2, and sports betting went 3. John, go ahead.
Oh, dude. Can I say social media? I know y'all said TikTok, but it's social media in general.
Bro, it's getting really iffy there.
Yeah,
we got phone, a specific app, and then
I mean, it's social media though, because that's a general like addiction though. Like you could be like actually addicted to like all social media.
Sure, I'll allow it.
All right, that's fine. I'll let you have it.
I'm trying to keep it like kid friendly after that porn. So.
As he went, okay. All right, Nick, go ahead.
Give me just gambling.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna go. All right, so you had gambling. John had social media. I'm going the urge to beat your older siblings in something.
That can be very, yeah, that could be, I mean, I've never had an older sibling, but I can see how that's very addictive.
I never had a sibling at all.
All right, with that round, social media went 1, gambling went 2, and urge to beat an older sibling at something at 3. This next round, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the video games.
Damn, bro.
All right, that's very solid, very addicting for sure. I'm gonna go with, I don't know right where this sports, just watching sports, rooting for sports, I guess.
I'm just gonna put it as watching sports.
Yeah, especially during March Madness. Like I said, I don't know where 4 days went.
All right, John, go ahead.
Dude, y'all are really making this hard for me, bro.
Alcohol is still there.
Yeah, give me alcohol. Man.
I'll give you time to go look for something.
No, I have like a few on my mind. It's just.
All right, so that round went
Murder. He said on my mind. I was thinking murder on my mind.
Video games went 1, watching sports went 2, alcohol went 3. John, this is your last pick.
Oh my god, what is this draft?
Oh, dude, I just gotta bust it out, bro. I'm sorry. Give me masturbating, bro. Like,
oh my god, dude.
John.
Dude, like I couldn't think of anything else.
Dude, okay.
Oh my god.
You got a
All
problem.
right.
We need to address this off camera.
Intervention time, bro.
This is intervention.
Do y'all want me to pick another one?
Oh, it's already said now.
I mean, we can cut it out.
I'm too lazy for that.
This is too late in the show. Nobody gets this far.
Other than our parents, dude.
Hey, I'm not saying it.
I'm not saying it.
Dude, it's the most addicting things, bro. Like, it's not me personally. I'm just going by this statistics, bro. Like,
I can't wait for the graphic on the Instagram.
No,
I don't even know what I'm supposed to put.
Self-pleasure.
What's the picture you're gonna use?
Dream Bull, bro. Dream Bull.
What?
Dream Bull. You know
What
that
is
guy
it?
that's like on TikTok?
No, I don't know who that
I'll show you it. I have to show it after the pod. It's not.
Anyways, Nick, you're up.
Man, how do I one up that? I don't know how to one up that. All right, for my 5th, this is the final pick, right?
Yeah.
For my 5th and final pick, give me Dubby. Dubby is super addicting, y'all. One of the best energy powders out there that you can have. Jitterless energy blend that you can have, dude. Use code against the call on all caps for your next purchase for 10% off at www.dubby.gg.
That's a good one, but I think I do have one that's better. Buying tickets on SeatGeek.
Dude, that's addicting AF.
Bro, it's so addicting. You can buy tickets, and you know what?
What?
You can get $20 off your first purchase if you use the code ATC.
Dude,
That is like how addicting that gets me all the time.
yeah.
I just keep buying and buying these tickets, dude. But
For real,
buying tickets on SeatGeek. Again, use our code ATC for $20 off your first purchase. All right, so that round, first pick, John. John picked masturbating. Nick picked Dubby, and Mike picked buying tickets on SeatGeek. Let's go through each team. So let's start with Team John. Team John. Porn, sports betting, social media, alcohol, and masturbating.
good start in the 5 there. That could lead to a lot of awesomeness. That's regular Friday night for John right there.
Dude, that's gonna win a championship right there, bro. Like, y'all cannot lie, bro.
Oh my.
John's girlfriend listening to this.
I'm surprised John didn't say sex on his team. All right. Team Nick, drugs, TikTok, gambling, watching sports, and Dubby.
W. Phil does not belong right after that on the starting 5.
Team Mike, phone, binge watching a good TV series, urge to be older siblings at stuff, video games, and buying tickets on SeatGeek. Let us know who you think won that. And that's gonna bring us right into the post game. Thank you guys so much if you made it this far. Use like we said before, make sure you use code ATC for $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. Like right there, that's SeatGeek for all of our YouTube listeners and viewers. And use code Against the Call in all caps on www.w.gg for 10% off your next purchase on W. Make sure you check out OuttaPocket Sports. We have so many other podcasts that are coming through. Riled Up Podcast, Jay's Fifth Down, Against the Call are the 3 we have right now. But next week, we'll have the first episode of Foil Hat.
Oh my god, dude, really? Can't wait. Been waiting for that way too long.
It's
bro.
the conspiracy podcast. I'm sure y'all will love it. It's with our good friends Connor and Braden, our old producer. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out all of our socials for OuttaPocket Sports. It'll be down in the description below. Anything y'all have to say?
Make sure you guys are leaving a 5-star review if you haven't done that already on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also whether you're listening on YouTube or if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you are subscribing to the YouTube. I feel like recently our YouTube views have been going up while our Spotify and Apple Podcast listens have been trending downward for whatever reason. So please make sure that you are listening on either or, but showing just as much love by giving that 5-star or by liking the video, and stay commenting, stay following us on all socials, and let your friends and family know as well. We can't grow without word of mouth, without people hearing what good we're doing. So if you ended up enjoying this episode, please continue to share it. And yeah, what about you, John? Anything?
Dude, I love y'all. That's it.
All right. Thank you guys again for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.